Hello everyone. Our lesson today is on Entry 3 Mock Reading Exam, and the title of the lesson is Health and Safety. Now, the first activity, as you can see, this is document 1, and before you do the exercises on document 1, you have to look at everything. You look at the language, this is the language, and you have to look at the title of the document and try to study the features of the text in front of you. Of course, a text is anything you read or write or speak. Sometimes a text is one word, sometimes a text is one sentence, or sometimes it is even a book. So, the title here, if you look at the features, you can see this title is written in bold, it is dark. You can see bullet points here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullet points, which are like dots. You can see a picture here, and icons. This is an icon, Twitter icon, Facebook icon, LinkedIn icon, and this is a picture. And also you can see you have here paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3 and then paragraph 4. So it's very important when you look at a document to study the document carefully and slowly. You look at the language, as I said, this is the language, and also you look at the features of the text. What are the features of a text? For example, pictures, title, subtitle, icons, website links, it could be bullet points, italics, bold, captions or titles. So all these are important for you to understand the text in front of you in the exam. Now if you go to the questions, I try to write the questions for you and the answers. So the answers are in blue, and I marked where the answers are on the document. So question 1, name 2 groups of people responsible for health and safety. Number 1, you have to understand the question, and understanding a question is half the answer. Understanding a question is half the answer. So here I can see 2, it is in bold, it is dark, so I have to write 2 groups of people. I go back to the document, and this is answer 1. The law puts responsibility on employers and employees. So this is the answer for for exercise 1, and I put the answer in blue for you. Question number 2, which publication is available in other languages? The answer is Your Health, Your Safety, and or a guide for workers. So if you look here, this is answer 2. It tells you here your health, your safety, a guide for workers, and then it tells you translated into many languages. The guide is translated into many languages. So this is the answer for number 2. Number 3, which number do you call to order a publication? And this is the answer. If we go here, it tells you here, order publications. What's the number? 01, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. And this is answer number 3. Number 4, which link do you click if you want to take a first aid course? The answer is first aid training. And which link do you click if you have something you are dissatisfied with? Dissatisfied with, it means unhappy with. Unhappy with. The answer is complaints or feedback. So let's look at the document and find the answers for question number 4. This is answer 4, first aid at work, first aid training. So this is the answer for number 4. And number 5, if you are not happy, you click on the complaints link. So dissatisfied means unhappy. If you are unhappy, it means you complain. So you have to click on the complaints link in the document. And the same here, which course do you want to do? It is first aid course or training, you know. This is document 2 again, and again you have to look at the language. Look at the language. You can see the language here, one paragraph. You can see this title is in bold. You can see we have a picture, we have bullet points. It's very important to look at a document. You study the language in the document and you study the features of the document. So if you go to the questions, question number 5. What is the definition of first aid? Definition means meaning or explanation. The answer is first help. So first aid means first help given to someone to prevent injury. Now, given to someone to prevent injury is between brackets. It means in the exam you can put it, or if you don't put it, that's okay. If you write first help, this is enough. And here, first aid is first help. So this is the answer for question number 5. And you can write given to someone to prevent injury or illness from becoming worse, that's okay. But if you write first help only, this is enough. Number 6, which 2, again 2 is in bold, it is dark. Which 2 items should not, again not is in bold, kept in a first aid box? The answer is medicine and tablets. So if you look here, this is the answer to question 6. Answer 6. Medicines or tablets must never be kept in a first aid kit. So the question tells you should not be kept, and here it tells you must never. Must never, should not have the same meaning, more or less. So sometimes they use different language, but the meaning is the same. So this is the answer to question 6. Question 7. Who can give out medicines? I write qualified between brackets. It means it's optional. You can write it, or if you don't want to write it, that's okay. So who can give out medicines? The answer is medical personnel. Personnel. Personnel means staff. It means staff. And like in a college, staff would be teachers and people who work with paperwork, administrative staff or admin staff. So if you look here, it tells you here only qualified medical personnel can dispense them. What is dispense? Dispense when you write a prescription, and then goes back to medicines and tablets. What do we mean by them? We mean medicines and tablets. So then shows or them indicates medicines or tablets. So I have to understand the sentence. So I read from here to here. When I read them, I have to ask myself, what do they mean by them? Them means medicines or tablets. So the answer to question 7 is only medical personnel can dispense medicines or tablets. Number 8 now. Which document is about general health and safety? The answer is document 1, health and safety matters. How do I know the answer to this question? I look at the title. Very good, at the title. And this is the title. So the title, which is the name of the document, tells me what the document is about. Number 9. Which of the following features have been used in both documents? 1 and 2. Tick the correct answer. The correct answer is images and bullet points. So you have to look at document 1 and look at document 2, and you have to find the same features in document 1 and in document 2. If I go back to document 1, I can see this is a picture, and here I've got bullet points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullet points. And I explained bullet points like dots, small points. So we have got bullet points, we have got pictures. If you go to document 2, again, you can find the same features. You can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet points, and there is a picture. So in both documents we can see bullet points and we can see pictures, and this is something common or something shared or something similar in both documents. If you go to question number 10, which of the images is the logo for the health and safety? Executive, for the health and safety executive, take the correct answer. And this is the one, which is, this is the for number 3. So this is number 1, health and safety first, number 2, health and safety, number 3, HSE. H, it means health, S means safety, E, it means executive, and here it is. And you look here, you find it here in this document, as you can see, this one, HSE, Health and Safety Executive. So this is the logo. The logo is like when you have a letter from a college, you can find the picture of the college or the logo or a symbol about the college. And this is here, you have got like a picture of health and safety if you want. Now the next question, number 12, I'll make this smaller for you. Put these words from the documents 1 and 2 into alphabetical order. So these ones, you have to know A is before B, B is before C. And when you do this exercise, if you find one, try to underline it so you don't look at it again, and then you can see if it is correct or wrong. So here you've got AA, AD is before AI. Here you've got H, and here H, HE is before HO. So this is E is before O. IL is before IN. RE is before RI. So to do this exercise, you have to know alphabetical order. And as I said, if you underline the word which you choose, so next time you don't look at all the words, you only look at the other ones. So try to do this exercise slowly, and you have to know the alphabetical order. A is before B, B is before C, C is before D. Use your dictionary. Look up. Look up means find a word in a dictionary. Look up means find a word in a dictionary. Look up the meaning of the word administer. Write the meaning here. Administer as a verb. And this is the meaning of administer. To control the operation or arrangement of something. The economy has been badly administered by the present government. Of course, this is an example about administer. Some students write it and it is not right, because the question is you have to find the meaning of administer. So if you do this, this is enough. Only write the definition, write the explanation, write the meaning of administer. The question doesn't ask you to give a sentence about administer. If you do it, it's okay, but don't write the sentence and forget the definition or meaning. So the sentence, don't write the sentence, don't write the sentence. Write, this is important, you must write this. This is the definition, this is the meaning, this is the explanation of administer, and this is important. This one is not necessary. If you want to write it, okay. If you don't want to write it, it's okay, because this is an example. And it's better not to write it, because this is like extra information about the question. Activity 2, as you can see, you have to look at it again, study it carefully and slowly. As I said, look at the language and look at the features of the text. So here, as you can see here, read the completed form, insert the missing words into the correct space. So here, for number 1, this is answer number 1, and this is answer number 2. What is the first instruction given on the form? And here it tells you, use a blue or a black pen. This is an instruction. What is an instruction? It means do this or don't do this. Stand up is an instruction. Don't stand up is an instruction. Park on the right is an instruction. Don't park on the right is an instruction. So anything, do this, don't do this, is an instruction. So if you look at the document, use a blue or a black pen. This is the first instruction in the document. Who has completed the form? And it tells you here, Simon Gardiner. You look at the end of the form, you can see the name of the person who completed the form. Activity 3, again, you need to look at the language and look at the features. And I have, so the title is Be Safe, Not Sorry. This is the title. And then these are the answers. Answer 1, 2, 3. What are the most common types of accident at work? This is question number 1. And if you look here, falls are the most common sort of accident at work. So this is answer 1. In the question they say type. In the question they say sort. In the answer they say type. So type and sort are synonyms. They have similar meanings. So the most common sort of accident or the most common type of accident are similar. So this is answer 1 to question 1, which is, what is the answer? Falls. Trips and falls. According to the document, what can cause hearing problems? The answer is loud noise, and this is number 2. Loud noise at work can permanently damage your hearing. So in the answer they write damage your hearing. In the question they write cause hearing problems, and they have the same meaning. So sometimes they use different words, but the meaning is the same. And that is why it's a reading exam. Number 3. When should you use PPE? The answer is always. And this is number 3. Using the correct personal protective equipment can prevent injuries. So P is personal, the second P is protective, and E is equipment. And this sentence tells you you have to use personal protective equipment all the time. You always have to use PPE. Now, what best describes the purpose of the document? Purpose, it means why the document was written. What is the reason for writing the document? The answer is to give information. Now, what's the meaning of to give information? This is difficult for some students because anything you read, gives information. But when we say information here, it means it gives you facts, it gives you numbers. It doesn't tell you to do anything. So if you look here, trips and falls are the most common sort of accident at work. This is information. It's a fact. They don't tell you anything like do this or don't do this. They don't want to make you happy or to entertain you. More than a third of long-term injuries are caused by poor lifting and manual handling techniques. So again, we have a number. We have a number. What is this number? The number of injuries. So again, this is a piece of information. This is a piece of information. So if a text gives you sentences, and these sentences are facts, and they give you numbers, it means this text is what is informative. It gives information to you. Number 5. What best? Best. So again, best is in dark. It is bold. This means maybe all the 4 answers are correct, but which is the best one? Which is the best one? What best describes the language used in the document? The answer is official. Official language, which means formal. So you look here, you can find here the language is formal. Why the language is formal? Because the sentences are complete, the sentences are grammatical, and the words are formal, like handling techniques. This is formal language, formal words. Injuries, again formal words, long-term injuries. So the sentences are complete, the words are formal, the sentences are grammatical, and everything is again written in formal English. So formal English or official English. Number 6. Which word could describe techniques in the document? Take the correct answer. So here we are looking for what? For synonyms. Synonyms. It means words which have similar meanings. Similar, not the same, similar. So techniques, it means methods. Techniques, it means methods or ways or manners. Now, if or means, sometimes they say means of doing something, which means technique or how. Some students can answer this question without reading the document. It's better to go to the document and read, the document and find the answer. So techniques means methods, and you find it in the document. This one here. Handling techniques means handling methods. It means how can you use your body to lift something and make sure it is safe to do so. You don't injure your back or injure maybe your neck or your hands. And that's what we call manual handling techniques. Okay. This is the end. At the end of your exam, they tell you, remember to check all your work. You have up to 15 minutes to do this. After you check your work, you give your exam paper to the teacher. So that's the end of what? Entry 3 mock reading exam. Thank you for watching the video. If you find it useful, you can watch it again and again. This will give you an idea about how to answer the questions in the Entry 3 reading exam. Thank you again for watching and listening.